Algirdas and Kestutis, 1345 to 1382. Faced with an impending invasion by the greedy Teutonic Knights, a small principality of Lithuania is on the brink of catastrophe. Divided and without wise leadership, the last pagans of Europe appear doomed. But Prince Algirdas and his loyal brother Kestutis refuse to bow to the marauders. Can they repel the Crusaders and then contend with the grandsons of Genghis Khan, the fearsome horse lords of the Golden Horde? In this campaign, you'll be playing as the Lithuanians. Family affairs.
You want to know how I ended up here, foreigner? You dare ask such a question, as if we were equals. Very well. I will tell you the story, my companion in misfortune. If there is one thing of which we are not deprived in this bloody dungeon, it is time. I aimed for the throne, yet I ended up in this dark, moldy prison cell. Beyond these bars lies the land of my fathers, Lithuania. Its swamps, deep forests, and raging rivers are not exactly the heart of civilization, if you ask our enemies. Which makes it all the more astonishing that they have tried, time and again, to subjugate it. It began when some chosen ones felt called on to bring the light to Lithuania. They named themselves the Teutonic Order, and under the banner of the cross they promised deliverance, yet they brought only death and perdition. Lithuania was not easily cowed. Our ancestors learned how to fight by battling the forces of nature and the beasts of the dark primeval forests. Every one of our soldiers is steeped in that same tradition. But the more that we resisted the Crusaders and their god, the more ruthless they became. Slowly, we began to see their true faces. They called themselves holy warriors, but they were nothing more than robber knights. And 100 years of pillaging our lands had made them masters of their trade. They razed our strongholds and torched our villages. Had Grand Duke Gediminas still been alive, he would have put this mob of greedy crusaders in its place. But a devious coup ended his life and left the throne to his useless son, Eunutis. Eunutis was weak, but worse, he was divisive when the land needed unity. He turned away from our old beliefs and accepted the Christian God. As he failed to control the domestic unrest, the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order saw his chance to subjugate Lithuania for good. However, Eunutis' brothers, Algirdas and Kestutis, refused to stand idly by as their beloved homeland fell to the cross. They exhorted the disaffected princes to dethrone Eunutis, who had barricaded himself inside of the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius.
Alright, so we'll start off waiting for Algirdas and Kestutis to discuss their plans. There is an achievement for this mission. From my understanding is that we have to build a monastery or a shrine in every Lithuanian village. We are restricted to the castle age and a population of 150. His strategy focuses on land warfare, so constructing a dock is impossible. Kestutis will keep the Teutonic Order in check for you if you help him defeat this enemy. If you help him defeat this enemy, however, he will redirect his forces to help you even the odds in the battle for Lithuania's throne. Lithuanian rural population long for peace and stability. You may even be able to win the support of the neutral villages once you reach the castle age. Eunutis rules the Lithuanian capital in Vilnius, but you can seize it if you evict your brother from the city. Do not destroy what may be used to you later. do not hesitate to send the Teutonic Algirdas into combat. Should he be wounded, he will retreat to the castle to recover and fight again after he has recuperated. Algirdas and Kestutis must initially rely on simple battering rams from besieging enemy fortresses, but it may be possible to steal construction plans for advanced siege equipment by defeating the Teutons. A scout report that us in green begin at a slight disadvantage. Initially, you control only a small settlement in the north and a nearby castle. Even though Algirdas is feuding with most of his relatives, he can count on the support of his younger brother Kestutis in Cyan, who holds the western frontier with an army of heavy calves and swordsmen. Okay, so we're green, blue. Okay, well, Cyan. Blue would be the brother that fled. In the east lies the Lithuanian capital Vilnius, which is ruled by Janitis in blue. To expel their hostile brother from the city, we must defeat Janitis' army of crossbows, pikes, and Likali. So honestly, skirms, and maybe pikemen, but we'll deal with that in a sec. Nomitas in purple is another brother of blah blah blah. He wields a principality to the south. Though initially neutral, he is likely to send his powerful knights, Lusali, and sturdy battering rams to support Janus rather than his older brothers. In the far west lies two Teutonic outposts in red. These are manned by experienced knights and their foot soldiers, and may prove difficult for Kestutis to take on alone. So since we're dealing with Teutons, archers are going to be our best bet, but we also don't even know what these guys have, so let's just get things started.
Internal disputes threaten our independence. The Teutonic knights rattle their swords, while our useless brothers underestimate the threat. Let us put an end to this mischief. Take the throne and prove worthy of our father's legacy.
That is how we will do it, my brother.
Okay, so we need to destroy their wonder.
Just keep the order at bay. I will take care of our ineffectual brothers so that they might understand that the affairs of government should not be in their hands.
Alright, so Lithuanians are considered a cav and monk civilization. So each town center will provide you 100 food. So that's cool. That's free food. I mean, it's nothing fantastic, but hey, free food is free food. The spearman line and skirmishers will move 10% faster, so that's cool. Each garrison relic will give you +1 attack to both your knights and your legitus, which is our unique cav unit, which is the castle one. We also have the unique unit of the Ring of Saw. Our unique attacks are foothills, giving our town centers +3 range, and tower shields, giving the spear line and skirmishers +2 to pierce armor. Our team members at the monasteries will walk 20% faster, so you can get out monks quicker and get all the techs faster. The extra 3 range from the hill forts, I'm honestly not so sure on that one. Like, the greatest advantage you get of that is that you can now outrange a Maganel and Onager and all that, but like, if you're at that point, I feel like you might have made a mistake somewhere. This one, the extra 2 pierce almost sounds pretty good, but if I remember correctly, part of that is because we miss out on the plate armor, so getting the tower shields gives the +2 pierce armor, but the spear line are still missing out on that +1 normal armor, and anything else is also not getting that one. Also, it's the fact that the infantry don't really get that. And the skirmishers, the +2 to pierce armor sounds great for skirmishers, but, like, they already have some pretty decent pierce armor as it is, so I don't know. But let's actually look for their military. For the archery range, they do get crossbows, but no arbalesters, elite skirm, hand cannons, heavy cav and heavy cav archer. You get thumb ring, so finally one to get me that, which allows them to fire faster and 100% accurate. Although, while they get the heavy cav archer, they don't get partisan tactics, but okay. Honestly, that's okay. It's a fine archery range. For the barracks, we get all the way down to champion, we get halbs. Obviously, we're not going to get eagles. No supplies for cheaper militia, no garrisons for the extra armor. You do get squires for the extra movement and arson, so I guess if you get squires alongside blah blah blah, spear line, so I guess our spear line can get 20% faster, so that's cool. For the stable, we get the Scout Light Cav, but instead of Hussar, we get the Winged Hussar. Unique to the Pole and Lutheranians, they are fast cavalry for scouting and raiding, isn't a conversion. I want to say it's a lot more expensive to get the Winged Hussar compared to this normal Hussar, and while I want to say they're better, they're not, like, amazingly better. They're just a slightly more buffed Hussar. But because it's a Hussar, it only costs food, so there you go. You get Paladins, Bloodline, Husbandry, so that's all good. No Step Lancers, Elephants, or Camels, but I mean, that's a normal for a lot of them. For the Siege, Capture Ants, but no Siege Rams. No Armored Elephants. Onager, but no Siege Onager. Scorpion, but no Heavy Scorpion. Bombard Towers, Bombard Cannon, sorry. Blacksmiths, I already looked at before. We get everything except for the Blast Furnace, making our infantry and cav not have all that much attack, and then no plate mail, so that the infantry and... well, yeah, so the infantry don't have the best armor. Although, despite the fact we lose Blast Furnace, if we get 2 relics, then we essentially get the Blast Furnace for our knights, and then any after that is honestly the most powerful knights and paladins I want to say you can get in the game, but that's assuming you can get yourself enough relics. For the docks, fast fire ships, elite cannon galleons, no heavy demo, no Dramone, no shipwright, but everything else, so very functional Zoc. University, we're only missing out on siege engines, so we don't get the extra range or extra damage from siege, and no arrow slits for the extra attack from our towers and castles. Oh, is it just towers? Oh. Where's the attack of towers? Oh, okay, so arrow slits only for towers. At least that's how I'm reading it. I thought it also worked for castles, but I guess not. Hellfort is 250 food, 250 gold, so it's a cheap tack, but again, situational if you ask me. Tower Shield is 500 food and 200 gold for the extra Pierce armor. Our unique unit is that of the Laetus, the Lithuanian unique cav unit with attack that ignores armor. So honestly, it's a perfect unit for fighting heavy armored foes, such as Teutonic Knights. However, they don't have the most amount of health. Even the elite only gets like 130. They have 13 attack. But again, their attack can go up with each garrison relic. So they can be pretty decent if given the chance to actually attack. But you're probably going to need a bunch of them. But I want to say head on, like say, if you had choice between 10 Laetus or 10 Paladins, I want to say the Paladins will actually do worse than the Laetus because of the fact of the Pierce armor and all that. Although these guys are 70 and 50 compared to 60 and 75. So these guys cost more food for less gold, and honestly I would say that makes them a lot more valuable. Also no sappers, but that's alright. For the monastery we get everything, so nothing to worry about there. Town center is all the usual stuff. Mining camp is no gold shaft mining, but we get 2-man saw, we get crop rotation. So they seem like a pretty decent one to get, I would feel. Okay, I was playing too passively. Let me try this one again.
Internal disputes threaten our independence. The Teutonic Knights rattle their swords, while our useless brothers underestimate the threat. Let us put an end to this mischief. Take the throne and prove worthy of our father's legacy.
That is how we will do it, my brother. Just keep the order at bay. I will take care of our ineffectual brothers so that they might understand that the affairs of government should not be in their hands.
Alright, so first thing I want to do is get to the next stage. Alright, so if you want to come over this way, trying to get that board attention, thank you. And I'll have real barrels so they can carry a little bit more. Do I have an... I don't have an archery range. We got a barracks and we got a stable. We're gonna want a archery range because we're gonna want to get ourselves some skirms. I'm gonna say that right now.
Closer. Sveiki.
Algirdas
Kestutis. Rumor has it that you are taking up arms in rebellion. Father gave Vilnius to me, making it clear who he considered his heir.
Sveiki.
I would warn you. Raise your hand against me, and you shall die!
You cannot scare us, you knew this. We have known you from an early age, and you have always been this pompous knee-high boy that you are evidently still today. You are all bark, no bite.
Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna have to do is blue. Gonna have to do with Teutonic Knights. No, I thought you might try to get yourself a new job rather than just stand there like a dead fish, but okay. Okay, I want to say probably with this bull and everybody dropping that stuff off, we should have enough food to get to Castle Age. I'm hoping. No, really? Oh, I thought for sure they were gonna have enough. I could buy it.
Sveiki. Klausau.
Alright, come on, come on. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna have you come over this way. You can start shopping. Speaking of which, I'll grab that. And grab horse collar when I get the food for that. Nope, I got the food for that. How about you build me that? Because I'm gonna have you come over, essentially have him come over here to build me a town center. So we can just get more vills coming out to work on our population. I need more food, I need more wood, I need more everything and anything. As a scout, we'll come over here and see if there's any more fish freely available for these guys to collect. Oh yeah, there's plenty of fish out and about. Perfect. Alright, thank you. Now you come over here and just start collecting stone for a minute. Alright, because as soon as we get to the Castle Age, we'll be able to start building monasteries and churches, or shrines. There we go. You can build that.
Religious affairs are dangerous, but they can also be a useful tool. Some of our subjects follow ancient pagan traditions, while others are committed to Christianity. Perhaps we can win both groups over to our cause.
Yeah, so now we can build monasteries or shrines. And depending on what we build, because we got a couple of villages out and about, we can get different rewards for them. So, from my understanding, a shrine will give you soldiers, whereas a monastery will give you food. Good, you got that. Come over here. So I get the wood for that, never mind. Get some people on, working on that.
My envious kin! Is there nobody left with a sense of loyalty and decency? Do not grieve.
Right, thank you, go over there.
You can rely on me to teach these two ankle biters a lesson. I will see to it that they whine like beaten dogs and beg for forgiveness before tomorrow dawns.
Gonna say, just come on, there we go. And with that, thank you very much.
Be assured that the residents of this settlement could keep their ancient beliefs. In gratitude, they will send soldiers to assist us in battle.
Supratau. Eimi?